Hey guys! So, do another video day. Here you go. So, this series. Oh, you'll notice that I've turned off. Hang on. That I've turned off my ability to I forgot I had. Okay, I am in first person. I forgot I had the thing on where it vibrated when I broke blocks. I'm gonna sleep right quick. So, I saw something on Twitter. That friend I talked about, well, she watched this, and hi, if you did watch this one, hi. I never honestly expected you to watch my video, and when I saw you did, I legit was in tears, 'cause, I mean, I'll be honest, I look up to you, and oh my god, I think I just heard a door open. No, please, no. Anyways, today I need to, do I have any wood left? I need to, oh, I do. I'm going to finish up a bit upstairs, put on a roof, probably put another staircase to another floor, and then I'm going to go on a search for sand. Shouldn't be that hard to find, but I have no sand. So, let's get this started. So, I also noticed I have, the hardest time, focusing on something, which I'm really sorry, but I've kind of labeled this, my featuring ADD, which I can't help that. You guys should know that. I can't help my ADD. ADD! Yes. That old thing. I got ADD. Oh, my God. But yes, that friend of mine watched it, and I saw they said that they felt so loved. She felt so loved, and I was like, you deserve the love. Can I get down from this? No, I cannot. I was just like, you deserve that love. Do I have to do it right here? I'm gonna do it right here. It looks so good right there. Oh. Looks so good right there. Give me a second. But yeah, I'm just gonna put it in the staircase, probably. I really should put it in a roof before I leave, but that'll be fine. I'm gonna put... sorry if you guys can hear that. There's a storm going on outside. So sorry if you guys can hear it. Also, sorry if you can hear a little bit of a fan in the background. I try to turn off all my fans whenever I record, but it's way too hot to turn off all of them. There we go, that's good. So now I can... oh, I need to go get some stairs. Yeah, I'm gonna go on a search for sand today, though. I said that already, didn't I? Oh no, I'm doing it again! Ugh. Stupid ADD. ADD is a curse, in all honesty. It is a legit curse. And I found out that this surprisingly doesn't pick up the noise I have going on with in the game, because I have like my sound up, but you can't hear it, which is really sad. Because I would. Are you kidding me? Why'd I do that? Stop! Stupid thing. Also, I know you can hear like when I tap on the screen. Do I have no food? I have no food. Oh god, do I have any in the furnaces? Dang it. Then Kev's I have a few bones. Hopefully this will be enough to get me some bread. Oh shoot, I forgot to take out my retainer today. Okay, better. Man, it's not enough. Oh, now my mouth feels... now my mouth feels naked. I'm sorry, little sheep, but I need food. There's another sheep in the distance. Oh my gosh, so the wind's blowing, and it's making my fan move. It's weird. Even though it's raining outside, I don't close my windows because it gets way too hot in here really quickly, where I will act out my... I say this and it sounds weird. Where I act out my books. Really, I just kind of... You're the only chicken here, but you can die. I kind of like talk out how I want books to go. So it gets really hot in here with all the hot air. Oh gosh. But yeah. So I have one fan going, if you can hear that in the background. Because it's so hot, it's sucking air out. But really do hope that this is doing good, picking everything up. But yeah, I saw that friend on Twitter watched my YouTube video. Hi! I honestly didn't think they would watch, and they said it was like they felt loved, and she said she felt loved whenever I was saying those nice things I said. But no, honestly, I felt loved that she even watched it. I know I told her in the stream that I had started recording Minecraft videos. Well, but I didn't expect her to watch them. I was just like saying that whenever I'm in her streams chat, I usually just say random junk. Like usually it's just me screaming about ships. It's like the stream chat gets weird. You'd have to like come for like one or two streams maybe just to even understand what any of us talk about. Cause even my cousin, she watched one stream with me, and she was just asking, she kept asking me, why do you act so weird in this? You're weird, but you're not even this weird in real life. I'm like, well, you see, there's this thing called, it's easier to talk to people whenever you don't have to look them in the face. Because honestly, I probably wouldn't be able to, I think I watched one of her streams once, I was trying not to talk because I felt really awkward because she was talking to to other two people in the chat, and I felt really awkward because I was like, I don't know what to say. Should I say anything? And well, she checked her viewers, and she said, "Hi, Boxer," and I was just like, hi? And I felt so shy, but she got me out of my shell on the stream chat, and I was just like, I don't feel like I should deserve this. I honestly don't feel like I deserve this, and nowadays we're all friends. We have also that one friend who's we've dubbed the mom friend. But yeah, things get weird on those streams, but it's amazing. I love it. But yeah, I cannot believe she actually watched my video. I don't even know how to feel. Like, whenever I saw it on Twitter, I was, like, blushing, like, oh my god. Because her YouTube videos look so fancy and have intros and stuff, and mine are just, like, bull. I don't know what that noise I made was. But it's like, I don't know. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve any of this. I've done nothing to deserve any of this. But it was amazing. I loved it. It honestly made me blush that she kept saying that she felt so loved. Because she deserves to feel the love. Her books and everything are honestly the most amazing things I've ever read. Oh God, I don't know how to feel. Oh, my like my internal like shy girl is the shy girl inside of me is just screaming at the top of her lungs, saying, "Oh my God, what have we done?" See, even though I'm a little like, I think you can tell from my like first videos, I'm like really awkward. I'm gonna put food down here. I'm like really awkward, and I have a hard time opening up. Oh God, you can really hear the thunder now. But I have a hard time opening up. So when I saw those, I was just like, oh my God. And so that's why I'm just gonna put some random stuff down here too. I'm honestly just like, oh my God, why? Why did you watch those videos? I love that she did, I honestly do, but I'm just like, what did I do to deserve you to deserve this? My like internal shy girl is just like squealing. Cause I remember, hang on. The first time, sorry if you hear that, that was my neck. Hang on. Okay. The first time anyone I know, well, I don't know, like you said, I don't know her personally, but I still know her, sorta. And the first time I ever, anyone I know ever watched my videos, it's kind of made me self-conscious. Because those people weren't, I knew them. I did. But just because you know someone doesn't mean you like them. Because these people were, how do I put this? These were bullies I had. They were the first people that watched my, yeah, I'm going to get a little real right now. Like, I'm about to get real. Getting real on Minecraft. But these were bullies of mine. Like, these people bullied me, kinda. I don't know if they meant to, but I don't know if they realized the things they said kind of really, like, affected me. Because they used to, these people used to go on my YouTube, and this was back in, like, 6th and 7th grade. They'd go on my YouTube, and they'd pull it up in class when we were allowed to just sit down, do it, and had nothing to do. They go on my YouTube, and they pull up my YouTube videos. And they just sit there with their friends and laugh. And in one of those, in the YouTube video they chose, it was, I took it down. I did. Because I couldn't handle it anymore. I could not handle their bullying anymore, so I took down the video. But the YouTube video was me dancing. I was with my cousin Haley. She was been in a video or two of on my YouTube. Like, she's in those Story of My Life videos. That Story of My Life video, that's my cousin Haley. Not the one dancing, the one that's just sitting there. But she, I don't know if it picked that up. See if it did. Okay. Ignore all those notifications. But yeah, she recorded, I asked her to record me because I wanted to post something silly to YouTube, to my YouTube channel. And we were hanging out, we were just doing random things, playing Just Dance, right? So, me being the dork I was, this is just, some of you might not know this because I think some of you haven't been around for a while. Well, in one of my older videos, I danced to Let's Go to the Mall by Robin Sparkles. Well, I was in, like, booty shorts, not really booty shorts, but, like, shorts and a tank top. And the tank top didn't cover much. Well, it covered me, but, like, at the same time, it didn't. If any girls get what I mean. Like, I was comfortable around my cousin in that, but I wouldn't be comfortable around other people in that. But yeah, but she was trying to help me get out of my shell, so she agreed to record it. And when she did, a bunch of people in my school started seeing it because I'm a very naive person. I will go ahead and admit that. People that know me know I'm very naive, I try to stay pure and innocent. I'm like a child, honestly. My mentality is the mentality of an innocent child who thinks everyone has good in them, everyone deserves the best. I will admit that now. I have a naive mentality. Well, these people, these bullies of mine, they found it, and they just sit there and watch it, and some guys, would say, why don't you wear stuff like that to school, and stuff like that. Not in a flirty way, in a mean way. So, yeah. And for me to be able to talk about this is actually very surprising, because, it's been a while since it happened. I still have to deal with these jerks, but they don't have that as ammo anymore because I took down the video. And thankfully, one of them moved. I hate to say it, but the girl was getting on my nerves, and I was done with her. She had basically made one of my friends want to move. She acted like she was your friend just to get things from you. I was done with her. So yeah, I had to take down that video, so that made me very self-conscious. Because like I said, I had been trying to come out of my shell, and wearing that and posting that video to YouTube made me a little bit more optimistic about myself. But the fact that they used that as ammo against me did not help. Where's my house? I think it's over here. Wait, no, it's over here. But it made me a little self-conscious. So, yeah. So, for me to see a friend of mine love whenever I did that, someone I know loved when I did that, it made me really happy. But it also made me a little scared that whenever I saw that she watched it, I got a little scared, I won't lie. So, but the fact that she really loved it was amazing. Because this person, they're amazing. I will admit it now. If you're watching this, you're an amazing person. You deserve where you're going. You deserve to, I don't know how to, I don't know, I'm sorry, I'm still like, I can't even. But they did, she deserves everything. The way she makes people smile, especially me. I love her content. She also has a YouTube channel. I don't know if I mentioned that. She has a YouTube channel, too. So, yeah, definitely check her out. Her YouTube's amazing. She's amazing in general. I need to find this sand. I need to stop getting real before I start crying. I'm a very sensitive person, so if I start crying, I'm sorry. Oh, God. Thunder. The thunder. Oh, God. I'm just gonna name this Quest for Sand. Dang it, I thought I could make that. You're gonna die before you get to me. Told you. Oh. I didn't know this was here. Quest for Sand over, end the video. No, I'm gonna put it in the windows for you in the video. Oh, sorry, I got silent there. I keep forgetting that I'm on recording. Anyways, I really did appreciate that. So, trying to think of more things to talk about. I might have the series be a little bit of like, how do I put this? This might be a series with don't know. Maybe I should just, like, say things on my books in this series. Like, have this, like, be a little thing to, if any of my Wattpad watchers watch this, so they can get little insights into my book. So, definitely, if any of my followers want to ask questions, go ahead. Definitely go ahead. But, anyways. Let's see, what can I talk about? Thinking. Well, I think I've already answered this, but I guess I can answer the reason, Enders and Bryans can't be together. I can go ahead and answer that question. Well, it's pretty simple, actually. The first Ender Brine was a mistake. He started out, like, from childhood, he stayed pure and innocent. But, as he grew, he became dangerous. I need to get more coal. He became dangerous because he could see the world for what it really was. A dark place with no hope. Because, see, the first Ender Brine had a younger brother, which you'll learn in my epilogue, if you read my book. I have it written in the epilogue that I still have yet to publish, that the Ender Brine had a younger brother who was Jessica's son, I believe? Yes, Alec was Jessica's son. But the first Ender Brine had a younger brother who... Please don't stop barking, please don't stop barking. Sorry, there's someone starting a car downstairs and I really don't want my dog to start barking. The first Ender Brine had a younger brother who was a pure and innocent soul, but he, unfortunately, he was too pure, too innocent. It's starting to get dark, I should really go back to bed. His younger brother was too pure and too innocent. He thought humans were the best thing Notch had ever created. Because Notch always talked about his creations about the creations of humans as a good thing. So that little boy saw humans as amazing creatures who did good things, they were good people. Ha! No. Let me rest. Thank you. They were not good, and they were not pure. So, but Alexander did not know that. He took a little trip to a village. I need to get more sand. Took a trip to a village. And in that village... Oh, God. In that village, there were these humans who he met a little boy in that village. I need to go get more coal. He met a little boy in that village who he found very sweet and innocent. And that boy was. He was a sweet boy who was, how old was he again? How old did I have his age? I think I had him like 10, 11, maybe not even that. But he was a sweet kid who Alec really liked. His name's Alexander, by the way. The Ender Brine's little brother. Alexander liked this little boy. He was sweet. He was kind. He was different. This little boy thought Alexander would find him scary or drag him away back to the village. Alexander didn't understand this, but decided to befriend the young boy. When they became friends, they were only friends for a day. I'll put it that way. I got iron. Shh. Sorry. My dogs. But they were only friends for a day. And Alexander was, he really enjoyed this boy's company. He wanted to give him something, so he left to get him a present. He got him a flower that, because Alexander, like I said, is a pure, innocent soul who does not see the bad things. When he got back, he couldn't find the little boy. He went into the village thinking that was his home. But he found something else. He found the little boy, but a bunch of the adults of the village were surrounding him, and then dragged him away. Alexander thought he might have gotten in trouble with his parents. No, he followed them and saw that he dragged a little, because he wanted to explain that Alexander wanted to explain he had accidentally pulled the boy away from the village, not to blame him. He watched him drag the little boy to the town square, where they tied that little boy up to a post. Now, what is that noise? Oh, you're what that noise is. But anyways, they tied the little boy up to a post. Alexander didn't know why they were doing this. Why would they do this to this little boy? Well, the little boy was a warlock. He was of a magical race of witches. He came from a coven. And the little boy hadn't been playing away from his village. No, that little boy had been running away from the village. A village of people who wanted to kill him. I already ended up back here. How did I do that? A village of people who wanted to kill that little boy. Where am I? Oh, there it is. He ran away from a village who wanted to kill him. I know I repeat things, but I forget what I'm talking about sometimes. The little boy, he watched as the little boy was tied to the stake, and then they lit a fire underneath him. And here, burn that. They wanted to burn the little boy into a crisp, because that little boy was a warlock, like I said. As I've said like 3 times, I think. Anyways, whenever he did that, Alec watched in horror. He couldn't understand why these humans were doing this to each other. This was just a little boy. He couldn't have done anything, could he? But that little boy did. All that little boy did was exist. When he got home, he talked to his parents about this, which his parents at the time were Jessica, the Ender Dragon, Herobrine, the Wither, all of them. They were his parent figures, even though Jessica and Ender were his actual parents, even though they did not know that. He wondered why they had done this. The parents tried to explain to him that the world was a cruel place, that no matter what you did, no matter how you tried, the world would always be a cruel place. That poor boy still didn't understand. So, thinking that there must have been a mistake. Ooh. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Hopefully that grows back. He returned to the village and hoped to ask them what they had done, why they had done that. But ended up running into a will-o-wisp. And many of you know, will-o-wisps bring danger. Usually they disguise themselves, if I'm not mistaken from the lore I've heard, they usually disguise themselves as children to lure adults away. This one did not disguise itself. It didn't want an adult. It wanted Alexander. Because my version of will-o-wisps will lure you away, and if you are a magical being, will drain your magic. So it tried to lure Alexander. It lured Alexander to a false sense of hope, a false sense of security. Ooh, why? Oh God, I can't see a thing. Ah, there we go. So Alexander followed the will-o-wisp with innocence. The will-o-wisp led him, and it eventually made him fall and knocked off the amulet that was, oh God, I'm drowning, that was around his neck. That amulet was supposed to hide his dragon wings. Sorry if you can hear them down there. They're stacking wood or something. They're doing things down there. When he knocked that off, he could not hide his wings. Unfortunately, Alexander didn't realize it had fallen off. And then again, Alexander was a pure little child. He didn't understand either way why he had to hide his wings. I mean, they weren't bad, were they? Because all of them had wanted to protect Alec and everyone, and all those children that they had created, from the cruelties of the world, from the facts of life. So Alexander did not see why he had to hide his wings, so he chose to just leave the amulet off. Yes, this is the same amulet this type of gemstone that was given to him is the same type of gemstone that is in Ty of my story's headphones, that hide his wings and tail. That ones that hide his wings and tail. So of course, Alec, being confused, just continued on his merry way. But whenever he figured, oh God, my phone's dying. I'll finish this up. Wait, I gotta make sure it hasn't stopped. Okay. But whenever he finally realized what he had done, what had happened, I just need 3 more pieces of glass. Alec realized that whenever Alec finally realized he was in trouble, it was too late. The will-o-wisp had led him to the village to let him die. So that he would die and the will-o-wisp could take part of his magic. They saw his wings and tail and saw him as an unholy creature, and ended up killing Alec. They hung him. Now, of course, he has a loving family. Alexander has his mom, his dad, and his older brother, the Enderbrine. Alexander had magic, Alexander had magic like Herobrine, yes, because even though he was Jessica and Ender's actual child, he had been made unnaturally. Jessica hadn't realized she was pregnant whenever they casted the spell to create someone who would be a companion for him. So they ended up taking the child from Jessica. This is once again in my epilogue that I have yet to write. So, yes, of course, he had a loving family. So, whenever Alexander had been sad whenever his friend had died. So, of course, worrying about him, his older brother went looking for him and found him and had to watched out of fear as those villagers hung his little brother. He was furious at this, but he was too scared to face the villagers himself. Obviously, he was a child. So he returned to his family. But when they heard this, they didn't do anything. The Enderbrine demanded they punish those humans for killing him. They explained to him they could not harm those humans. That it would set a bad example of them. And that if it was found out they even created Alec, they would be doomed. This made the Enderbrine furious. I'm gonna finish that up, then exit, then quit. This made the Enderbrine furious. He grew up with an act of innocence. So he grew up with an act of innocence. He acted sweet and kind to his parents, to Jessica and everyone. Where did I leave all my wood? What? I had a bunch of wood. Where is all my wood? Did I turn on the frickin' sticks? Dang it. He acted innocent and everything towards the others, but in reality, he wanted them dead. They were their own downfall because they didn't punish those humans that had killed their child. Dang it, I need a... The humans that had killed their child, they didn't punish them because they did not want a bad image. Then again, you can understand that. Whew, I thought I just messed something up. I mean, if you were a god, you wouldn't want humans thinking you thought you were above them, even though you are. You wouldn't want the humans to know you thought that. So instead he grew up angrily. He grew up hating them. Hating his mom, hating his dad, hating all those who were his parental figures. And he especially grew up to hate Herobrine. Herobrine had told him no mercy should be shown to something that shouldn't have existed. The Herobrine was not ever very compassionate. I need this chicken. Sorry. Was not ever very compassionate. Even whenever he had his own children, he did not show much compassion for others. It took a while for him to ever show compassion. Amanda was the only person he ever showed compassion for. He especially didn't show compassion for the Enderbrine, because, in his own words, the Enderbrine was a creature that should never have existed. Because Enders were too emotional, and his own kind, or demons with that type of magic, were too